Hello everyone, this is Muhammad Wasim Khan, an instructor of Project Planning and Management course. This lecture is about outsourcing the managing interorganizational relations. According to a professor from Harvard Business School, being a good partner has become a key corporate asset. I call it a company's collaborative advantage. In the global economy, a well-developed ability to create and sustain fruitful collaborations gives companies a significant competitive leg up. Dear students, it is rare in today's flat world to find important projects that are being completed totally in-house. Outsourcing or contracting significant segments of project work to other companies is a commonplace. For example, 9 states attempting to unify the accounting of all their state agencies did not have the internal resources to implement such a large project. Hence, project teams were formed consisting of personnel from software, hardware, and accounting firms to implement the projects. Small high technological firms outsource research to determine what features customers value in new products they are developing. Even industry giants such as Microsoft and Intel commonly hire independent firms to test new products they are developing. The term outsourcing has traditionally been applied to the transferring of business functions or processes to others, often the foreign countries. For example, HP and Dell work closely with hard drive manufacturers to develop next generation laptops. So let's talk about the reclining chair project, what actually the reclining chair project is. You can see here the figure 12.1. This figure shows a situation in which a zero gravity reclining chair is being developed. The genesis for the chair comes from mechanical engineer who developed the idea in her garage. The inventor negotiated a contract with a catalog firm to develop and manufacture the chair. The catalog company, in turn, creates a project team of manufacturers, suppliers, and marketing firms to create the new chair. Each participant adds a requisite expertise to this particular project. The catalog firm brings its brand name and distribution channels to the project. Tool and die firms provide customized parts which are delivered to a manufacturing firm that will produce that particular chair. Marketing firms refine the design, developing packaging, and test a market potential names. So a project manager is assigned by the catalog firm to work with the inventor and the other parties to complete the project. Let's talk about the advantages and disadvantages of the outsourcing project. So let's talk about the advantages first. The first one is the cost reduction. Companies can secure competitive prices for contracted services, especially if the work can be outsourced offshore. Furthermore, overhead costs are dramatically cut since the company no longer has to internally maintain the contracted services. The second advantage is faster project completion. Not only can work be done more cheaply, but it can also be done faster. Competitive pricing means more resources for the dollar. For example, you can hire 3 Pakistani software engineers for the price of 1 American software engineer. Furthermore, outsourcing can provide access to equipment that can accelerate completion of project tasks. For example, by contracting a backhoe operator, you are able to accomplish in 4 hours what it would take a landscaping crew 4 days to complete. The third one is high level of expertise. A high level of expertise and technology can be brought to bear on the project. A company no longer has to keep up with technological advances. Instead, it can focus on developing its core competencies and hire firms with the know-how to work on relevant segments of the project. And the last one is flexibility. Organizations are no longer constrained by their own resources, but can pursue a wide range of projects by combining their resources with talents of other companies. Small companies can instantly go global by working with foreign partners. Now let's talk about disadvantages of outsourcing project work. The first one is coordination breakdowns. The coordination of professionals from different organizations can be challenging, especially if the project work requires close collaboration and mutual adjustment. Breakdowns are exacerbated by a physical separation with people working in different buildings, different cities, if not different countries. The second one is the loss of control. So there is potential loss of control over the project. The core team depends on other organizations that they have no direct authority over, while a long-term survival of a participating organization depends on performance. A project may falter when one partner fails to deliver. The third one is conflict. Projects are more prone to interpersonal conflict since the different participants do not share the same values, priorities, and culture. Trust, which is essential to the project success, can be difficult to forge when interactions are limited and people come from different organizations. And the last one is security issues and political hot potatoes. So, depending on the nature of the project, trade in business secrets may be revealed. This can be problematic if the contractor also, works for your competitor. Confidentiality is another concern, and companies have to be very careful when outsourcing processes like payroll, medical transcriptions, and insurance information. Okay, let's talk about the best practices in outsourcing the project work. One of the best practices is well-defined requirements and procedures. Usually, the outsourcing companies they have, or the consultants, they have a well-defined, requirements and procedures. They have extensive training and team building activities. Will establish conflict management process in place. Yes, they can have they have usually have a very good conflict management models, frequent review and status updates, and they collocate when needed. So fair and incentive-led in contracts and the long-term outsourcing relationships are some of the best practices in outsourcing project work. Now let's talk about the differences, between the partnering and traditional approaches to managing contracted relations. We will discuss this in the next part of the lecture. Till then, thank you and bye-bye.